everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video I am doing my own nails. Now this has been it's like been a 2-day event and I've only got one hand done. What happened yesterday was I got all my colour taken off, then I got it all filed and shaped, got my clear base on, and then I had a visitor. And then because it was, you know, quite late and it was a Friday, my stomach was absolutely yearning for a Big Mac. So that's why I didn't get it done yesterday. But I just wanted to ask anybody, who else does this happen to? Like, I swear my index finger and my middle finger, every time I file nails, they always go out of shape. So I don't even know why I give myself coffin shaped nails, because I always end up filing into them anyway. So the best shape for me is probably stiletto. So to remove all the colour, I have just used my coarse e-file bit and I'm just taking it all down to my clear base. So I'm having to use my backup e-file because my Brillbird e-file decided to spark up and burn a hole in the lead. So I'm hoping that my husband will fix it for me, because I don't really want to fork out another couple of £100 for an e-file if he can fix it. I always do like to have a backup one, and I'm so glad that I have this one. But the difference between a high quality e-file compared to one that I've bought off Amazon for €40 is just day and night complete. It takes so much longer to file down to your clear base, where my Brillbird e-file would take it down in seconds, you know. And then I don't know if any of you can see it, but whenever I'm laying my hand flat throughout this video, I have a lovely big bruise. So at the start of the week, I hit my hand off the door and I had lovely big swelling, and now I'm left with, I went through all the stages of the bruise. So it went from blue to yellow to green, and it's just starting to fade now. So that has been my week, quite eventful. So I'm just going to show you one nail of me removing the acrylic down to the clear base, because as I said, this e-file is taking forever. So I'm using my coarse drill bit, or e-file bit. I keep saying drill for some reason. So I'm just going to show one nail. So now that I've got all the acrylic off and I'm down to my clear base, I'm going to go ahead and give them a cleanse with some alcohol, and then we can get into applying our acrylic. So as usual, all the colours that I'm using today are from Glitterbels, and I'm using quite a range of products today, and I'll be doing a 3-colour ombre on some of the nails, and then I'll be doing a glitter ombre as well. And then just for good measures, I'm going to throw in some line art. Okay, so I'm going to start on the little finger, and I'm going in with Petal Candy. It does marble very, very slightly, but once you start to work with it and spread it down the nail, it kind of sort of sorts itself out. So whenever I'm working with the coloured acrylics, especially up around the cuticle area, I would always drain the brush out first and make sure that it's more concentrated and not as wet. That way you get a more concentrated colour around the cuticle area, and you don't have to keep going back in to build the colour up. So I'm going to just use my little cutting tool, and I'm cutting out a diagonal line, and then I'm going to, once that's hardened and cured, I'm going to come back and file it, and then we'll add some glitter. I'm going onto the thumb now, and I'm just going in again with some of the Petal Candy, and you can see just you can see more how it marbles very, very slightly on the thumb area, but as soon as you start to work with it, it really, really does sort itself out. So it's not one that I would say, ugh, it marbles all the time. No, it's definitely not one of those ones. So on the thumb, I'm going to do exactly the same as I did on the little finger, only I'm doing it on the opposite side. The little cutting tool that I use, it's like a Fimo blade. It came with my Fimo rods whenever I bought them off eBay, but I did go in and buy them separately again because, you know, after a while they do start to go a little bit blunt. So I will see if I can find the link for them and I will pop them in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply all the coloured acrylic first because I don't want any of the glitter to end up on the nails that, you know, I don't want glitter on them, because sometimes when you are using glitter, even if you sort of like wipe your brush out, some of the glitter does end up in the monomer, so I don't want that to happen. So I'm starting on the pointer finger here and I'm getting in with Lilac just on the free edge, and I'm feathering that up towards the middle of the nail. This is one of the nails that I'm going to do the 3-colour ombre. So next I'm going in with Magenta Violet, and you can see that I had to work with that product just ever so slightly just to stop it from marbling. And I'm going to feather that down into the lilac like an ombre, and then I'll feather it up towards the cuticle so I can place then the 3rd colour. So the 3rd colour I'm using is Petal Candy. I love this colour. It's such a beautiful, it's like a pinky violety colour. It's so pretty. I'm just applying that up at the cuticle and feathering it down into that Magenta Violet, but I do end up going back in with some more Magenta Violet just to ombre just a wee bit more. So going back in with some more of the Magenta Violet, I definitely think it makes it look that much better. And this is one of the nails that has the 3-colour ombre, and the other nail is going to be the ring finger, but I'm going to do the ombre in the opposite way. So I'm going to start with Petal Candy at the free edge, and then we'll end up with Lilac at the cuticle area. So you can see even Petal Candy just has that little tiny bit of marbling, but as soon as you start to spread it, it completely sorts itself out. So I've actually done this one a little bit different than the other finger. I thought I ended up with Lilac at the cuticle area, but no. So it goes Petal Candy, Lilac, and then Magenta Violet. Yep, you can see here just how much I have to work with the Magenta Violet. So I didn't push it all the way up to the cuticle with this bead. I wanted to get the marble out of it first, and then whenever I place that cuticle bead, because it's been brought down into Magenta Violet, it'll not need to be worked as much. Yep, so on this nail as well, I've went in with a little bit more Lilac, and I've just ombreed that down into the Petal Candy, and then some a little bit more up into the Magenta Violet. So now that I've got all the coloured acrylic on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just redefining that diagonal line that I cut out on the little finger and the thumb, and then I'm going to go in with Unicorn Crush. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I just can't wait for top coat time with this set, because this acrylic, or this glitter, literally just comes to life. So before I've done that, I've went back in with a little bit more Petal Candy and just up at the cuticle area, so I must have noticed that there was a little bit that just wasn't consistent. How gorgeous is Unicorn Crush? Oh my goodness, I love it, absolutely love it. So I'm just placing that in the space that I've cut out, so it's going from the diagonal line right to the free edge. So half of this nail is going to be Unicorn Crush. I love, love, love it. On the middle finger though, I use Opal Crush and Unicorn Crush, and the two mixed together, fantastic. Oh, literally, oh, I just couldn't stop looking at it. And now that they're finished, I still can't stop looking at them. I think the Petal Candy just goes absolutely perfect with the Unicorn Crush because there's so many different colours in it. You can put purple with it, you can put pink with it, you can put blue with it, you can literally put any colour with it. But I love how it looks beside the Petal Candy. Onto the middle finger now, and I'm going in with Opal Crush just at the free edge, and I'm going to feather that up towards the cuticle area, and then I'm going to go in with the Unicorn Crush and blend it down into that. How gorgeous is this Opal Crush? Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know about yous, but I absolutely think these two colours go perfect together, even though they're completely different. One is sort of just iridescent and the other one has got loads of colours in it. I think the fact that they are like ombre together, it just works. So now that I've got all the coloured acrylic on and on the glitter, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cap with glass slippers. As usual though, I'm only going to show one or two of the nails being capped just to keep the length of the video down for you guys. So as you can see with this bead, I pick up quite a big bead of the glass slippers and I drain out any excess liquid just on my paper towel. Then when I place the bead on, I press it down and use the belly of my brush just to move it further down towards the free edge. So now that I've got all the glass slippers on and it's all cured, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do my normal filing routine. So I start always at the side walls, I make sure they're nice and straight. Then I go to the lower arch of the nails and I make sure that's nice and straight and coming out in line with the natural nail. Because this is a stiletto nail, I'm going around the cuticle area first before I go to the free edge. Always with a stiletto nail, I personally always leave the point right to the very end and I get the rest of the nail shaped up first. I decided that I would go in and do a little bit of the line nail art on the ring finger and the pointer finger, just to give it a little extra. So I'm starting off with my white gel paint from Mystic Nails, and I'm just doing an outline along the whole outside of the nail. I was just going to leave them as they were, you know, and just add some rhinestones, but I thought that because the line nail art is just, it's so popular at the minute, I just thought I would go ahead and pop some into this video. So I just decided to keep that little mistake in because, you know, nothing sometimes goes according to plan, and just sometimes you have to rub it out and start again. So I'm just drawing a white line from the center of the nail down to the free edge, and then I'm going to go up in sort of like the capital letter Y, just to give that sort of shape. I'm not going to talk too much throughout this line nail art because I just keep going and going and going. I just sort of think in my head, oh, a line would look nice there, oh, that would look nice there, and I just keep going. As you can see, I just keep going. Like a Duracell battery, I just keep going. onto the pointer finger now, and because it's a stiletto nail, I'm going to do a different design. It's one that I've done quite a few times on clients, and it is so effective, especially if you're using like bright colours, to have the contrast of the white against it, and this shape, it really, for me, I think it's really, really nice. I love this little design on the nails, and I think even for summer, it's so simple, but it's so effective. So that's all I'm going to do on that nail, and now it's top coat time. Just look at that glitter just coming to life. Wait until we get on to the middle finger, and wow, it's absolutely amazing. When putting on the rhinestones, I didn't really want to take away from the two nails that have the line nail art, so I thought that literally just a single glass rhinestone in the middle just set them off perfect for me. And here is the finished set, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you can do that now. And I will see you all in the next video. So take care, see you soon, bye.